Hello everybody, Captain Marty here. Friday, January the 6th. We are rolling into the weekend, and I think we mostly dodged a bullet with that low pressure that's been laying off the coast. Talked to Captain Dickie Harris again, like I do almost every night last night, and they got out today. It wasn't too bad. I mean, they got out yesterday. It wasn't too bad. I think they'll get out to today as well. The rain does not bother anything. The fish are already wet. What bothers folks is when the wind accompanies the rain or if there's any lightning, things like that. But we'll tell you what's going on in the rest of the fish report when I come back in just a moment.
Ready to enjoy the Outer Banks the way it was meant to be enjoyed? Then you're ready to take the whole family to Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head. Start with a walk on the 1,000-foot-long pier to watch the sunrise or a reel in the catch of the day. Some of the best fishing on the East Coast is right here at Jeanette's Pier. Plus, Jeanette's Pier plays host to various events throughout the year, including professional surfing events. For the best day you'll have on the Outer Banks, go to Jeanette'sPier.net or give us a call at 252-255-1501. Jeanette's Pier, milepost 16.5, Nags Head.
Fishing Ocracoke is the ultimate lifetime dream for a lot of people. Captain Ernest with Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner can help you achieve that dream to the fullest. Whether you're looking to go offshore for tuna, mahi, and billfish, or inshore for puppy drum, speckled trout, and more, Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner can go from 2 feet to 2,000 feet of water. Full day, half day, and evening trips are available. Call Captain Ernest at 252-921-0095. Gecko Sport Fishing and the Drum Runner. Make your Ocracoke fishing dream a reality.
Looked like the Hatteras fleet had really good dolphin fishing yesterday. If you're new to our podcast, you'll know that dolphin are fish, not the mammals. They are sometimes in other areas called mahi-mahi, and that is exactly what people call them around here to be politically correct. But they are, in the fish book, they're called dolphin fish. They're green and yellow, crowd pleasers. They jump at the blink of an eye. Really good table fare, and there is no way that you can fix them that isn't good. Fried, broiled, grilled, ooh boy, really good. So they had what looked like good catches of large bailers and some small gaffers, and they had a few blackfin tuna, not as many as I've been seeing down there. And it sounded like some of the boats even did a little bit of bottom fishing for sea bass and amberjack, maybe a tilefish or two. They're inshore boats. They've been catching a little bit of everything from a king mackerel or a cobia on the high end, the large, bigger fish end, to bluefish and Spanish mackerel on the small end. In fact, some of the backcountry boats have been slipping out the inlet and sight casting to blues and Spanish, and that is a lot of fun. What else have we got? Down to, up to Oregon Inlet, we had hit and miss tuna fishing, and some people will look at some of the pictures on Facebook and say, well, that doesn't look like hit and miss to me. But you can't blame the marinas for putting their best pictures up, and they're accurate pictures. Some boats really did well, and some boats did not. And it's that same old thing. It's hit and miss. You can be, I was talking again to Captain Dickie Harris, you can be in the middle of the fleet and other boats hitting tuna around you, and buddy, this brings back memories, and still come up empty-handed sometimes. That's the nature of a tuna bite. Or you could be somewhere where on a ledge or a canyon where they're catching them really good, and you might be a few miles away where they're not going to catch anything. And that is what you deal with when you deal with migratory species like the yellowfin tuna. But the ones that were caught were nice size. They've been averaging 50, 55 pounds, something like that. They also had a few dolphin in the Oregon Inlet fleet. Both fleets have been catching and releasing a scattered blue marlin along. We're seeing a few white marlin. That in itself is a little bit unusual because last year there just wasn't any white marlin. So we can be a little encouraged by that. The Oregon Inlet inshore fleet is doing a little bit of everything. They're bottom fishing for sea bass. A few folks are sight casting for cobia. There's still a few of them around. And of course, just like Hatteras, there's bluefish and Spanish mackerel around the inlets. And so that's keeping people pretty well pleased. Surf and pier fishing. Tony Lombardi helps me. Tony from WalkingAngler.com. I owe him a big apology because I think we spelled his name in my new fishing guide, which just came out as Tony, Toni. So let me correct that right now. It's Tony. Tony Lombardi, his website is WalkingAngler.com. A great place to look at opportunities, a great website to figure out where you can go without a boat. On the surf areas, a good sea mullet bite south of Avon yesterday, and the Red Drum Tackle, our longtime sponsor, Kara, and the folks down there reported good sea mullet fishing. And we continue to see these 3-pound pompanos being caught. That's in several places in my fishing report, and from the surf, even on the pier, and including the one I saw with my own eyes when I was visiting Red Drum Tackle last week. So there's still a decent pompano bite, a good sea mullet bite, and some bluefish to be caught as well. In fact, up on the North Beaches is more bluefish, sea mullet, and croakers, and all along the beach and on the piers, especially on the piers. We've had some great Spanish mackerel fishing. They're showing up back in the Sound now too, and I'll get to that in just a minute. So there's a lot of opportunity for do-it-yourselfers. There's unlimited opportunity for people that want to go with a professional guide, and you can do that on a head boat, inshore, backcountry, or offshore, depending on where you go. You can do it with a 6-passenger boat for half a day, or you can do the full Monty and book an offshore charter boat and do the yellowfin, tuna, marlin, big fish, mahi-mahi, go for the glory, this bud's for you type fishing. So anyway, keep that in mind. We'll take a little break. I'll be right back to talk to you a little bit about the Sound and what's happening in the backcountry.
Frisco Woods Campground, a family-owned gem for over 50 years, offers a perfect getaway on Hatteras Island. Whether you prefer tent camping, electric water sites, RV spots, or primitive camping cabins, there's something for everyone. Guests enjoy free hot showers, a refreshing pool, and breathtaking sunsets over the Pamlico Sound. Nestled in nature yet close to local attractions, Frisco Woods Campground provides a peaceful retreat with modern comforts, making it an ideal destination for outdoor enthusiasts and families alike. Book online at the Frisco Woods Campground.com. Frisco Woods Campground, 50 years of memory making on Hatteras Island.
In the backcountry, everything is holding its own. The people that know the deal and understand the water back there, as I've been preaching for a couple weeks, are catching and releasing some nice speckled trout, and several are over the 4-pound range. And there are puppy drum being caught. And I even know over the last couple of days there have been some of the bigger drum yearlings and large yearlings being caught and released. All the speckled trout have to be released, and all the red drum that are over slot size have to be released. If they're in the slot, you can keep 1 per person per day. And then there's these bluefish. Very encouraging to see bluefish. So far, I'm looking at my paperwork in every part of our fishing report so far today. That's encouraging, and we're glad of that, because they're crowd pleasers when everything else won't bite. That's something to think about. So the backcountry is producing, and if you get a chance, we've been talking about wade fishing. I would encourage you to stop at your local tackle shops and find out where some good places are that you can go where you're not on a pier, you're not in a boat, but you're in the quiet solitude somewhere on a shoreline on the Outer Banks. We have that national park, and there's plenty of area where you can go and fish. You're not standing in front of a giant house. You're right there somewhere quiet. Rodanthe, north of Rodanthe is a great spot. The north end of Roanoke Island is a great spot. Backside of Ocracoke. Just make sure you're careful about where you park, and do not go down pass or park in areas that, for instance, that the National Park Service does not want you parking. So just be careful. Again, guidance available from your local tackle shops. So we're excited as we work towards the Kelly Wagner tournament on Saturday down in Morehead City. That's the ladies' part of the Big Rock tournament week, and we have a lot of our local boats down there. There's last year, there's like $3 million in prize money up for grabs. And we always like our local boats to win, not because we want bragging rights, but mainly because we want a free pig picking if they do win. So keep that in mind. Go out and wet a line if you get a chance. There's no better way to spend your time than out on the shoreline or out with a professional guide and doing a little fishing. Have a great day, and good Lord bless you.